Hi guys, welcome back to Julian's garden. Very cold and windy today. I hope this video you can hear me clearly because so gusty. And I got two containers, beautiful one I bought recently, and I'm looking forward to plant something very pretty to bring a lot of color throughout the summer. And I'm a little bit concerned to go to garden center and to buy the plants, so I just use what I got. So I got a lot of calla lilies, the color like yellow and pink red color or dark red chocolate color and orange color. But for two containers, I'm going to just use only the yellow colors for those two containers because I don't want too many color fight or compete because they all very bright color. And I'm going to show you my service berry. Is it blooming? So many flowers. I really enjoy it very much. If you watch my how I planting or care about service berry, I think about 2 months ago. It's a video. I made it not long ago, about 2 months ago. And if you want to go back to look to watch that video, please do so. And so now I'm going to show you my containers and the calla lily rhizomes. I think that's what they called, and how I grow and care about them. Here is a container. You can see I just fill the compost and the soil in and mix together. And I use half of mushroom compost and half of regular potting mix, just very cheap potting mix, because of mushroom compost is very rich, and it's the cheap potting mix. Mainly we just want some drainage, and I just mix together, and I don't need to fix. I don't need to fix the container throughout the summer. Not at all. I done this many times and it worked very well for me. And at the bottom of the pot inside, I just put like a piece of styrofoam, like this. So I just pick a piece of styrofoam. I just put on the top of the drainage house, and after that put the potting mix and compost on the top. So that's why the soil is not leaching out or block the drainage. It worked very well for me. And let's the other container, the other side, they look the same. But let's walk over to this side. I show you some service berry blooming. By the way, this is plum trees. My friend Nurani, she gave me. And it's blooming very well. I got two other plum trees, this one and the other one. They feel it blooming already. And this one now is blooming. So that's exciting. And here is a service berry. And I hope you see clearly though, a little bit bright, or quite bright. Maybe like this, and they look like slow bones. It is really pretty. I really enjoy it very much. I'm sorry about the lighting though. So here are the rhizome of calla lilies. I got so many colors in here, or few colors at least. And so the containers, I'm going to only use the yellow color, and they're all shooting up like this. And I think I need to divide them those because look at this, it's a big chunk like this. I think it's better if I just divide it. Oh, look at this, I just divide it. So look at it. This sometimes it's very easy for you to divide the rhizome, but sometimes it's a little bit hard. Example like this one. This one, it go together like this. So example, they are only one rhizome and can't divide it. If you really want to divide it, you have to use a knife and cut them. You can cut this one piece, another piece here, and this one you might want to keep it another piece. And example like this one too. It can go together in one piece, holding like that. It doesn't have a distinguished line, so you can easily divide by hand. But you can use a knife here and cut them as well. And this one example, I still have this piece. They go very big, and I still can easily to break it by my hand because I can feel the distinguish here. Sorry about my hand. A little bit awkward because I hold the phone with one hand and one hand doing this. It's very easy. You can see it's very, oh, look like that. I just push it and it down. Here, another one. So it just connects, and it's very easy to push it down and to break it with your hands. And When you go to buy the calla lily bulbs at the garden center, sometimes it's shooting up like this already, but sometimes it's not. So it's very hard for you to know which side facing up, which side going down. Example here, the smooth part laying on the soil, and a little bit lumpy bit like this facing up. And example like this one as well. You can't really see much of the shoot, but you can see a little bit lumpy bit. So that means it was facing up, and the smoothing bit like this, just putting down to the soil. Alright, let me bring the rhizome out to the containers, and I'm going to show you how I plant them. They are super easy to care and to grow. And example, the rhizome like this, I just place them in the container like this, and I will bear them in the soil around 5 centimeters deep. And first I just lay them out here first, and I place them 10 centimeters apart. Another one down here, and this one look quite big though, so I think I'm gonna get a knife and divide them. Hold on, let me get a knife first. Okay, here I got very sharp knife. Make sure your knife is sharp, okay, and clean, so you don't want to bring any bacteria for your rhizome. And here I got 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna cut them. And I can't see any distinguish, so I just kind of like estimate between them. And here I got 1, and another line here, and another line between here. Let's see if I can break them. And it doesn't matter much. When you divide it, it doesn't look nice. But that's okay, that's good. Look, it's quite reasonable size. Just only a little bit cut here, but they will be fine. To put it down. And I got 1 more in here. Just make sure I cut them nicely, like this. And so I place them like this. And here the last one. And just down like this. And water them in, and they could be very happy. They don't need much water. In my experience, last year when I watered them a lot, and I watered them every day, after that some of the rhizome rotten. So in my experience, they don't need much water. You can water them maybe every 2 or 3 days. In very hot summer, even like that, they don't need water every day. So one done, and another one, I'm gonna go to the other side. And I'm gonna plant them in. This one on the bulb, it looks still quite small, so I think I'm gonna plant the whole thing. Maybe put this one right in the middle, like this. And here, do you think I can get this one now? Another one here. And that's it. And now I should bear with them. Calla lilies, they love full sun, so make sure you plant them in the full sun position. And if you want to plant them in the garden, yes, please do so. They will do very well in the garden bed as well. You don't have to lift them up in the winter though. I did lift a lot of them up, but I left a lot of them in the ground as well. And they are shooting up fine, no problem at all in my area. I'm gardening in zone 9A. And we got the temperature in the winter went down to -7 degrees Celsius, so very cold. And we got very wet winter as well. And so make sure if you want to leave them in the ground, and they have a very well drained position. And you don't have to lift them up if you don't want to, but they multiply very fast, and you can lift them up and divide them, give them away, or you can plant them in some area of your yard, and that's we can enjoy them more. Now I have a lot of compost, the mushroom compost that I use, so I won't fertilize them. They don't need them. But if you don't have compost in hand, you can just use slow release fertilizer. Give them twice throughout the season. They can be very happy. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I see you in next video. Bye bye.